Yes, everybody, welcome back to Talking Wolves. Welcome back to a brand new match preview on the channel. Premier League football is back this weekend at Molineux, and Southampton are the team that are visiting this weekend. As always, guys, I'm going to be giving my thoughts ahead of the game. Be sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new, and let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. So last time out at Molineux as well, it was a win in the FA Cup. Really good game, good win for Wolves. Obviously sees us through to the fourth round of the competition. And it was a chance for Bruno to rotate the team a little bit. So one or two players got some much needed rest. We had the chance to see a couple of players that we've not really seen before. But of course, we also saw Bruno experiment with two different back threes throughout the game. And, you know, we'll talk about that a little bit more later on in the video. But overall, very positive win. Saw a couple of players rested as well. As it stands still, though, the January transfer window is very, very quiet for Wolves. No new players as such coming into the first team frame ahead of this game. It'll be interesting to see, you know, we're about halfway through the window now. It'll be interesting to see if any other players or any other links come up. I'm sure that Bruno will be trying his hardest to sign one or two players. He said that a centre-back is the priority, but it'll be interesting to see if that comes through for Bruno. But we are playing a Southampton team that obviously played during the week. They played Brentford and got a massive 4-1 victory. Caught the highlights of that game. One or two of the goals were really, really nice. I think it might have been the second or third goal. A fantastic move from playing it out at the back. But they were really ruthless in front of goal. They made Brentford pay, and it was a solid win for Ralph Hasenhüttl's side, who are in and around mid-table right now, not a million miles away behind us, but, you know, we've still got that little bit of breathing space ahead of the Saints, who, of course, we beat 1-0 earlier on in the season with that Raul Jimenez goal, and we've not got a bad record in the league against Southampton either. Well, especially recently. So I'm hoping that we can build on it. I think it'd be fantastic if we can get a win against Southampton. There's one or two favourable fixtures coming up over the next couple of weeks or so. So if we can continue this really strong momentum that we've got at the moment, I think that's going to be absolutely huge for Wolves. Now, in regards to team news and so on, I don't think there's anything new in terms of injuries or suspensions. Players are getting close to being back in the first team frame. I think Hwang Chan is back in light training. We should see him back by the start of Feb, hopefully. Johnny could be in the same situation. He's back in training as well. Pedro Neto's back at Compton. Again, by the end of Feb, we'd hope to be seeing him in and around the first team squad. So I know plenty of people want to see new players in the door, but we've got two or three top players there that are going to come back into this squad and hopefully be at the same level as what they were before their injuries as well. In particular, obviously, Johnny and Pedro Neto. Neto was, as you guys all know, phenomenal. But in regards to a predicted lineup for this game, it's always very difficult because, you know, we're not 100% sure probably on this back three at the moment, but this is the lineup that I'm going to go with. I've gone with Jose Sarr in goal, which I think we would expect. John Ruddy getting another clean sheet last time out. Big 90 minutes for him, but Jose Sarr will return as goalkeeper. The back three, I've gone with Max Kilman, Connor Cody and Leander Dendoncker. I could easily see it being Marcel as well, but I just think this is probably going to be the way that Bruno goes. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below, though, regarding that back three. Left wing back, I've gone once again with Ryan Aït-Nouri. I thought he's bar a shaky few opening moments. He was very, very solid once again against Sheffield United. Right hand side, Nelson Semedo. I thought had also a great game in the FA Cup. Middle two of Neves and Moutinho. Both of those, I think Moutinho especially, you know, silencing a lot of doubters. Both have been fantastic. And of course, Moutinho scoring in our last league win against Manchester United. Front three, I think Podence picks himself at the moment. He just walks into this team. He's one of the first names on the team sheet with his current form. So Daniel Podence has got to start. And I think it'll be Raul Jimenez, I think, will still start. And I think he'll go with Trincao ahead of Adama Traore as well. A lot of speculation surrounding Adama at the moment. Of course, Fabio Silva has been in good form as well. But I think he'll get more time on the pitch but not quite enough at the moment to start. But a much better looking bench, I suppose, with players that have been recalled. It's a little bit more packed out and so on as well. Of course, Bruno will be giving us the full team news in the press conference on Friday. As always, be sure to follow us on our socials and we'll keep you up to date on that if there's anything major. But now we move across to our Southampton perspective. Dan, who's a friend of the channel, a big Southampton fan, has given his thoughts on the Saints ahead of this game.
Hi everyone, it's Dan here to give you all a bit of insight on Southampton ahead of our meeting at Molineux on Saturday. Yeah, it's been a weird season for Saints, but you know, I sit here recording, it feels like we haven't done that much. I'm sat in 11th place after 20 games, 24 points in that time. You know, you see the likes of Palace, Brentford, they've all had plenty of praise this season, but we're above them after the same amount of games. We're not too far off the top half now. Okay, there are a lot of teams with games in hand on us after loads of postponements and rearranged fixtures. But we're looking good. You know, we're in good form. We got a really big win at West Ham on Boxing Day. Really good 1-1 draw against Spurs with 10 men. We're through in the cup. And then we beat Brentford 4-1 on Tuesday night, which was easily our best result and best performance of the season. But all in all, it's been enjoyable, to be honest with you. We look better. Squad depth is much better. We've got some better players than we did last year. Home form has been excellent. You guys are the only team who've won at St Mary's. That was that 1-0 in September. Probably one of our worst performances of the season. But yeah, all's feeling good at Southampton right now. We've got a takeover. We've just had a takeover. We've got new owners, which is very exciting, given the fact that, yeah, fair to say the previous owner wasn't best liked by the Southampton faithful, but really encouraging signs from the new ownership based on what they've said. Obviously, you know, it will take time. We're not going to see instant changes, but there's definitely a lot of promise surrounding this takeover, and it's a good time, to be a Southampton fan right now. Going on to the game, I like what Wolves have done this season. I like Bruno Lage. Yes, at times the football hasn't been the best to watch for a neutral. Reminds me a little bit of us under Claude Puel, but we finished 8th that season and got to a cup final, although we did sack him at the end of the season. But regardless, I really like what Wolves have been doing. Defensively, superb. I think it's been really hard for us to get in behind and get a couple of goals, or enough goals at least to win. But you're not scoring that many, which does give me the hope that maybe we can come away with a result. We haven't kept a clean sheet for quite a while now, actually. So I'm going to go, in terms of a score prediction, 1-1. I think in terms of a Saints player to look out for, Armando Broja is the man. He's brilliant. You know, he's on loan from Chelsea. We really want to see him sign permanently. Whether that will happen, we'll have to see. James Ward-Prowse is hitting his peak form. Obviously, you guys all know about him. Nathan Redmond's been all right recently. Moy Elianusi, I believe, has COVID, but he's been in good goal scoring form. So there's a handful of players who I would say look out for. But based on our win against Brentford, everyone was 10 out of 10, in my opinion, on Tuesday night. We were superb. So hopefully we can take from that and implement it into Saturday. But yeah, I think it'll be a close game, tight game, tough game for us. And I'm going to go 1-1. Thanks for having me. Take it easy, guys.
So big thanks to Dan for his time and letting us know his thoughts on Southampton. Look, they're on a high. It was a really, really solid win for them against Brentford on Tuesday. But with our defensive record, you'd hope that we can frustrate them and fingers crossed get the double over Southampton this season and continue to push up. You know what? I saw an article the other day that Wolves were it was on Sky Sports. They were talking about teams that could still get 4th place in the Premier League, and Wolves were one of the teams they were talking about. I think with our defensive record, you know, anything is possible. We just need to add a few more goals to the team, and hopefully we can do that on Saturday against Southampton. But as always, guys, be sure to hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. I'm going to go with a Wolves 1-0 win. Let me know your thoughts, and I'll see you all next time.